The meetings industry's war for talent is yielding some very high quality graduates, and I'm joined by one of those graduates to the industry just 4 years in. Aoife Delaney is a site young leader and a leading light at Ovation MCI Group. Aoife, what drove you to choose the incentive industry?
Well, I started working ad hoc in this industry throughout college, and it was just so exciting. I mean, you're meeting so many different people, and the hours everybody kept on telling me you'd be so social and you'd be working weekends, but it's actually quite a social atmosphere to it. So I started off in Ireland, and then the company that I'm with now, Ovation Global, has gone global, and I get the opportunity to travel a huge amount and sell to all the destinations that we have, so it's just very exciting.
Do you feel, for example, as though you're adequately trained, or is it just a short-term career jolly?
I feel like the best training that I got is when I started in the company. I did international business and marketing in college, and I did also an event course when I was in Dublin as well. But I actually feel like the most that I learned was as soon as I started the company. So it was great they gave me the chance to learn a bit more, but what you really learn is when you're on site and you get to have that scare of where is your coach when you have 200 people outside in the rain and things like that. That's what really trains you, and that's the kind of thing that's so much more important than the accountancy side of things or the marketing side. It's that kind of people reaction and how you deal with that. And I feel I'm trained now, but I think I needed a year or two in the business before I would feel confident enough to say that.
Aoife, the incentive industry's come under enormous media and corporate scrutiny. As a member of that industry, do you feel as though the programs that you create deliver real business results?
Absolutely, yeah, 100%. I mean, even if I just look at it personally, I know if I was in a company that was offering a trip, if I met a certain target or sales goal, I would be absolutely incentivized. And I know proven from the business that we're getting, I deal a lot with our UK clients, and the business that they're giving us is generating good sales for them. So year after year, regardless.
Are client demands changing?
This year, definitely, they're asking for so much more for tighter budgets, which is great. It's a little bit more exciting because you've got to really pull some new ideas out of the hat, and really they want a lot more bang for their buck. But that's fine, because I suppose you only get in this industry if you want to start trying to be creative and you thrive on a bit of pressure. So this year they're definitely asking for a lot more. I think they all want to stay in 5-star hotels when maybe a 4-star hotel is the price that they can afford, but they know that if we push that we can get it for them. It seems a bit like that now.
And are you having to pass that pressure on down the supply chain?
No, we really feel that the suppliers are working with us. They've been offering us fantastic deals to offer to our clients. They know that we've been giving them fantastic business for the 4 years that I've been in the company, but for 15 years before. So they know we might be having a difficult year, but they're going to help us out with that and pass on great rates, and they know that they're going to get more business from us in the future. So we're not finding it really, really difficult to work well with our suppliers. There's a good base there already, a good relationship.
Is there a sense of optimism in the office looking forward?
A huge amount of optimism. I think because we're in this industry, you have to be real kind of a people person and optimistic about pressures and deadlines and proposals, so that even in a year like this, it's just all around the office, and people are, I mean, things like we're always baking treats in the office and bringing them in and staying in late night and you're ordering pizza. So there's still that kind of atmosphere. It's not getting people down, I don't think.
Given the outside misperception of the benefits of incentives, are you finding that clients are having to be more discreet in their approach?
Some are definitely a little bit more. I think it's a bit of a perception. So they may be coming to us and they have a certain budget where we could do a destination outside of Europe, for example, if they're based in Europe, but they don't want to do that travel even if they can afford it in the budget, because perception is that that's a very big trip, whereas if they stay closer to Europe or even at home, it's a little bit better. And then again, with certain words or certain things that we say in RFPs, we have to change that a little bit, just reception, to keep it a little bit more lower key. And that's something, I mean, I'm only young in the industry, but I've never seen that before. When I started, we used so much more vibe. The bigger the better, and the more boom you could make and say, this company's here and this company's doing this, that's amazing. And this is a learning experience for me to see they don't want to show that. I've never seen that before.
Which sectors are holding up for you on the incentive side?
The pharmaceutical industry we're still doing a lot with. We're still doing in the IT a little bit as well. In the financial industry, we work with newspapers in Ireland. On the agency side in the UK, I work a lot with, so whatever they're giving to us. We're still getting a little bit from all the different industries. Innovation, we've spread it out to everything, so we're not just relying on one side. So it is okay. There's still business coming in from all sides, just not as much, I suppose, this year.
And you're part of the team putting together an event for site young leaders.
We do indeed. We are going to Reykjavik in Iceland this year, from the 26th to the 29th of July. So we're appealing to everybody out there, to bosses who want to send one or two of their top people to learn a little bit more. We're going to have the top people in the industry, all the biggest names are going to be there speaking to us and telling us how we can become better salespeople and better DMCs and better hotels. And we've got some great evening events planned. It's going to be really good. It's a good program, so we're hoping that we can get a lot of people to come.
Well, you're clearly going to be a tremendous benefit to the clients and the industry at large, Aoife, and thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank you so much. Thanks a million.